the democratic space in Nigeria has continued to shrink as the government of President Bola Tinubu, who claimed to have fought for democracy, has charged Pat Utomi to court over the launching of a shadow government. This is interesting because, like said earlier, President Bola Tinubu and his supporters claim that he fought for democracy, but never in the history of Nigeria has the democratic space been shrinking like it's doing right now under President Bola Tinubu. The only thing similar to it that we can think about would be the administration of General Sani Abuja. But this is a democracy, and what is playing out is what we're going to look at as the Department of State Services has sued Pat Utomi, a chieftain of the Labour Party and a professor of political economy, to court, accusing him of illegally trying to usurp the powers of President Bola Tinubu. According to the report, the DSS claim that by setting up a shadow government, Pat Utomi is trying to take over the executive powers of President Bola Tinubu. In the suit marked FHC/ABJ/CS/937/2024, filed at the Federal High Court in Abuja, the DSS, or Department of State Services, alleged that Utomi's action posed a threat to national security and constitutional order. The suit, which was filed through a team of lawyers led by Akinlola Kayinde, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, claimed that Utomi was attempting to illegally usurp executive powers of Tinubu. According to the suit, the planned shadow government or shadow cabinet is an unregistered and unrecognized body claiming to operate as an alternate government, contrary to the provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. Now, the DSS, in its contentions, stated that Utomi, through public statements, social media, and other platforms, announced the formation of the body with the intent to challenge the legitimacy of the democratically elected government of Nigeria. The DSS said, based on the intelligence gathered by the plaintiff, the activities and statements made by the defendant and his associates are capable of misleading segments of the Nigerian public, weakening confidence in the legitimacy of the elected government and fueling public disaffection. He said it is certain that the defendant's shadow government, if left unchecked or unchallenged, could destabilize the country, incite public unrest, and undermine national security, as it was intended to create chaos. It claimed that such a structure, styled as a shadow government, could cause intergroup tensions and embolden other unlawful actors or separatist entities to establish similar parallel arrangements, all of which would pose a serious threat to national security. The DSS said that the federal government has attempted to dissuade Professor Pat Utomi through a statement by the Minister of Information, but the defendant has remained defiant. They therefore call on the court to declare the existence of the shadow government and its operation illegal and unconstitutional. This is the Nigeria we live in right now, in which a shadow government can incite chaos in the country. As I talk to you now, a Nigerian, Bodnosh, Kemi Bodnosh, is the leader of a shadow government in Britain. Has that caused chaos in Britain? That's a question to ask. Have we seen any semblance of chaos anywhere where there is the existence of a shadow government? Well, the matter has gone to court. So it's left for the courts to determine whether it was wrong for Pat Utomi to say, look, things are going wrong in this country. In all sectors, we are going to have a group of people, a shadow government that will be made up of personnel that will be giving alternative solutions to all the solutions that have been provided by this government that are not working. For example, the security solution provided by the Tinubu administration, is it working? The economics solution that Tinubu has provided for this country, is it working? The unemployment problem in Nigeria and the solution provided by Tinubu, is it working? All the issues that has to do with the nation in all sectors, which of them are working under the policies and programs of President Bola Tinubu? Many will agree that most of them are not working. There is no sector of the Nigerian economy that is really working. Is it power sector? Is it telecommunication? Which area is working? Which areas are Nigerians escaping the terrible situation that exists in the country? We say, okay, at least this area is better. Is it the area of inflation, food inflation? What was this food inflation 2 years ago before they took over? And what is the inflation, food inflation rate today? They removed fuel subsidy, saying they told us what the fuel subsidy will solve. Have they solved that problem, those problems? Professor Pat Utomi came up with the shadow government and said that they are going to challenge. Challenge is not a physical challenge, it's not a combat. It's not calling out people on the street. It is to challenge. It is a battle of ideas. So they are going to challenge the policies and programs of the government, which many will agree are not working. And then that they are going to profile alternative. Now, if you prefer alternative, are you not helping the government? Because government can also pick those your ideas and try to implement it. Are you getting it? And it will be to the credit of government. Of course, the shadow government can also take credit, say we had suggested this and they are now doing it. It shows that we have a lot of capable people in our midst. You take your credit, but the government is implementing it and it's working. That is helping the country. That is helping the shadow government's image, that it was able to provide alternative that is working. So how would that create chaos in the country? Because Pat Utomi did not, from the statement he issued from the day he launched this, there was nowhere he sounded confrontational. What was obvious was that they're going to have a battle of ideas. It is no longer a one-way solution. Only the government solution is the only solution. And those solutions by the government, they have not worked in any sector. Food inflation is at all-time high. Even the minimum wage, the 70,000 naira they are paying as minimum wage today, is not higher than the 30,000 naira that President Muhammad Buhari paid 2 years ago. So there is a need for people to bring better ideas, workable ideas, to challenge the existing ideas being pushed by the government. That is my understanding of the shadow government. Shadow governments are applicable everywhere, in different shapes and forms. In a parliamentary system, we know it exists. But you can also have it in a presidential system where the essence of having people to be in charge in the shadow government of several sectors is so that these people will be people that will be able to provide alternative solution. In the case of Nigeria, alternative to what is not working. But the DSS, from the report, said that what they are doing is an illegality, that is not a registered organization. Let us see what the court will say. Whether the court will say that you cannot form a coalition, you cannot do anything in Nigeria, you can't form a pressure group unless you are registered with CSC or registered with INEC as a political party. Let's hear what they will say. Also, like to know whether NADECO, which President Bola Tinubu was a member of, whether NADECO was registered with CSC when they started operating under Abuja administration. Were they a registered organization? Were they registered with CAC? Were they registered by the Electoral Commission at that time? We would like to, every Nigerian should pay attention. Let's hear what the court will say. Of course, the courts, Nigeria's court today is so predictable that you can be able to predict what they are likely to say. Unlike before, when you can say, okay, let's see what they will say, but they are predictable. But we would like them to officially say something so that we will know that you cannot come out as a group to speak unless you are registered. Because from one of the things, the charges there is that the shadow government is not a registered and recognized organization. And I was told the other time that many of the groups in Nigeria, especially some of these groups that protect ethnic interests like Ohanese, Afenifere, Arawa Consultative Forum, many of them are just interest pressure groups that don't need to go and register with CSC. But let's see what the court will say. Let's see what will happen. But there is no doubt about it. This action by the federal government of Nigeria is an indication that the democratic space has kept on shrinking since Bola Tinubu became president and claimed that he was a fighter for democracy, or he fought for democracy. Does his actions so far shows you, did any of these actions have been taken narrowing the political space? Is there anything there that showed that he fought for democracy? Are you not seeing some similarities? How everybody is defecting to APC. Did they remind you of how everybody was saying that Abacha was the Boston to sliced bread when everybody was adopting Abacha, telling him to remove his khaki and become the civilian president? Are you seeing some similarities? But let's wait and see what the court will say. Let us know whether we are still a democratic nation. The other time they attacked Pat Utomi when he said that what we have now is no democracy, that democracy is dying in Nigeria. And the government was provoked, and they came up with all kinds of statements. When you see this kind of thing, if the international community sees this, what would they say? Does this indicate that the political space is being opened or is being narrowed? You be the judge. Whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.